What's up? It's Spixie. Today we're gonna be doing events. So to get started with events, I'm just gonna put a script in server script service like always, and we're gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna say game. We're gonna actually put in a part first. So let's get a part. Let's put this in. Let's make it. We're gonna make it into a kill part. So let's make it red. And let's make it neon. So now it's red and neon. You can even do a throw strip if you really wanted to, but it's whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do workspace.part, right? So now we have the part. So workspace.part gets the part in the workspace. And then now we do workspace.part.touched. And touched is basically an event. And that is what we're learning right now. So you can see touch ended. These are some events. So if you see when you do dot on this part, you can see all of these events. All the lightning bolts mean they're an event. So all of this stuff right here is an event. So yeah. So we're gonna do a touched event though for today's video. So we're gonna connect it. So basically, we can see right here, connects the given function to an event and returns an RBS blah blah blah. But basically, it just connects the given function to the event. So I'm gonna connect it to a function, right? And then what I'm gonna put in this function right here is hit. You can put whatever you really want. You can put like mac and cheese. You can really put whatever you want. You can put red, but I will just do hit because it just makes sense for this event, because the parameter for this is other part or base part, and basically what that means is just, I mean, it doesn't really mean much, but it basically is just whatever part touched it. So we're just going to do print, and then we're going to do hit. So now that loading the game, you can see it already detected something, which is the base plate. The base plate is this, by the way, the entire like land here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna touch it, and look, we have all of these, all this stuff, all these body parts coming out. Basically, what this script, if we go back to the script, it says workspace.part.touched. So now it detects as touched. It'll connect it to a function, and then in that function we have hit. So hit is whatever touches it, right? So we have that. And then it prints hit. So it just prints whatever is touched. So what we can do is we can get the character of whatever was touched. So this is the character of whatever was whatever touched it, or whatever, basically just the parent of whatever touched it. So the base plate is going to say workspace, yep, because workspace is the parent of the base plate, so it's going to print base plate. Now if I touch it now, it's going to just say my character's name. So that will work for your character specifically. It will be different than mine. But yeah, so now what we can do is, you can see from before, if we want a kill part, we can't just have the base plate being detected, because, and we can't just say, oh, I want the base plate's health to be 0, or I want it to take damage, because we can't do that. The base plate can't take damage, it's just a part. So if you wanted to check if it is like a character, or basically our player, what we can do is we can do hit, or if, we're going to do an if statement that we learned like 3 tutorials ago. Yeah, I think like 3 tutorials ago. We learned if statements. Maybe 2, I don't know. But what we're going to do is we're going to do if hit. So that's whatever touches. So remember before it was like a body part, right? So let's say it's just my left foot. That parent, and the parent of my left foot would be actually my character. So now we have my character right here. And we're gonna do find first child, because find first child is another basically, yeah. So find first child is an instance, and we're gonna use that. And so instances, I can't really explain it. It's just basically a new like thing. I don't know. It's just like a basic thing. But I mean, if you just read this right here, it says find first child, and then I imagine you know what that means. It's gonna find the first child, and in here we're gonna put the name of whatever we want to find. So if we're gonna find the first child, we want to find the first child humanoid. So it's gonna find the humanoid, right? And if it does, if it finds the first child, and there's a humanoid in there and it finds it, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do hits that parent, that humanoid, because so now we have the character here. So we have whatever touched it, the character, and then we have the humanoid. And then now that we have the humanoid, because it's already detected the humanoid, so now we can just do that. And we can do two things. We can do take damage, and then like a parentheses, and then we can do however much damage we want to take. Or we can do dot health is equal to 0. So yeah, you can do both of those, but I like to do take damage because if I want this to be like a part that doesn't take as much damage, because for some reason, I don't know, I'm making like an obby, and that's like an easy, it's an easy stage, and I want the kill parts to not, take as much damage, I could just do this. So I just want to do 100 though, obviously, because I want to kill the player. So yeah, that's literally it. That is how lava carts were made. If you've ever seen a lava part or anything like that, that is how it's made. So if I touch that with part now, it kills me. So yeah, no, that's we just made our first kill part script, and we can even print if you want. Print kills the player. So now if we go over here in the output, it's gonna say killed the player. So yeah, that's basically how to make a kill part and a little bit about events. You can explore events if you want to. You can just go, instead of dot touch, you can do workspace apart dot, and just look at all the lightning bolts and just see the code example. If you can't see the code example, just click the little arrow right here, and it'll show you. Just click the little arrow here, and then it'll show you all of the things there. I've never seen that. I don't know. Alright, I learned something new, I guess. So yeah, you can just see how these work as well. Child added. You can see how this works. Child added. Instance on names. You go blah blah blah. Touch ended. You can see all this. You can just look at all the events and just see. But yeah, events are very important. If you've ever had a simulator and there's like a circle here, let me just quickly make a circle. Shape, cylinder. Just make this real quick. So like, no, oh yeah, it's not anchored. Just quickly make this. If you've ever seen a simulator game with like a shop button right here, right, and then you touch it, and then it brings you up with a shop that uses this right here, or yeah, it uses the kill script that we use. So yeah, that's basically events. If you I don't know, if you have any questions about events, then just ask me in the comments. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you learned something new.